Hi guys, Jay here. Going to offer you some recommendations for modifications for Tuesday the 21st of December's workout and ways in which we might adapt this for our kids. So Tuesday's workout is death by air bike calories. Minute 1, 1 calorie. Minute 2, 2 calories. Minute 3, 3 calories, and so on until you can't complete the required number of calories in that minute. Now, actually, On the Track today offers the perfect modification for our more advanced children. So our more advanced kids can have a go at the RX limited equipment option, death by shuttle sprint. So 10 meters in the first minute, 20 meters, so 10 meters plus 10 meters in the second minute, and so on, like the death by air bike calories. You keep going until your children can't complete the number of 10 meter shuttles in the required time. Now, I did this workout with my son, and it was absolutely appropriate for somebody who has been doing CrossFit for a while as a CrossFit kid, who has a good emotional maturity when it comes to workouts. I keep referring to this term, but I think it's such an important thing when we're choosing the types of workouts that our children do. We don't want them to not enjoy it. We don't want them to become frustrated or angry when working out. Now, I have an alternative stimulus here where you do every 30 seconds for 5 meters. And I mean, just like every CrossFitter, this was a trap even for my son. He's like, oh, this is easy after about 3 or 4 rounds. And then when he got to about the 6th round, he started feeling it as the rest decreased. He actually managed to get to round 15, which I was really surprised about, to be quite honest with you. And he probably had another round in him but as he got there with a second to go, we called it time. I didn't want to take him to that point of where he was really exhausted and started to feel really uncomfortable. I think something to consider, if you were thinking about doing it for every 30 seconds, shorten it up to 5 meters. This will allow them to have a similar amount of rest as they get into sort of the 5th, 6th, 7th round. But beware that actually the rest that they get from the RX option, if you like, is appropriate amount of rest, especially as they get into those later rounds. For our less experienced, I think a workout like this isn't really that appropriate at all. I think that, like I said, my son probably just about has the right emotional maturity to approach this workout. He actually enjoys coming in to work out for, he gets enjoyment from just working out. Whereas I think, for younger children, you need to have some play around it. It needs to have some different options, keeping them thinking, but not just this one movement where they're probably going to get a bit bored. So with my daughter, we did the less experienced option, and I did it as a partner workout with my son. So we did a Lego sprint relay. I'll explain what that is. So an AMRAP in a given time, and I kept going until I sort of started to see that my daughter was losing focus, and at one point she just started not doing the movements quite as well, and it wasn't that she couldn't do them, it's just that she started to lose focus. I said, right, that's the last round, quick as you can, finish it off. That focused her in again, and she finished the round really nicely. But as soon as you start to see them lose that focus, call that the last round, get them to finish that workout off. This workout will be an AMRAP in a given time, 5 press, so unloaded shoulder press, 5 tuck jumps, 10 meter bear crawl. Now, at the end of the 10 meters, a pot of Lego, and you'll see this on the video, they are allowed to grab one piece of Lego, and then they sprint back. And then the second person starts their round. They do the 5 press, the 5 tuck jumps, the bear crawl. They grab one piece of Lego, sprint back, and then they connect it. And then the first person, while that second person is connecting Lego, they start their round again. 5 press, 5 tuck jumps, bear crawl to the Lego, pick one piece of Lego, sprint back, and connect it. The rule is, though, that the person that added the next piece of Lego, they can't change what the person before did, just to keep it a bit interesting, to see what they can create. And you'll see a little photo of what my 2 children created at the end of this video. And just here you'll see they've got your strict press, your tuck jumps, your bear crawl to the Lego, and then you'll sprint back, and then you're building something piece by piece as a team as you get back. For our no equipment option, basically choose the appropriate option, okay, for where your children are at. I'm sure you can get hold of some Lego or something to build. It might be blocks. It could be any sort of toy that could be used for a construction toy. Because this is just like a single modality, I always like to put in some optional extras, some skill work at the end of the workout, particularly for the advanced kids. So I've got here, spend some time practicing a skill. It could be that your children need to spend some more time working on their squat. It could be that they need to develop some grip strength, so some of those bar hanging drills that we've seen, maybe some of those plank games, or it could be starting to go through some of the progressions for some of those more advanced skills. And I'll show you a video of the way I approach that with my son after this workout. Last one before Christmas, guys. Everyone, thanks for watching these videos so far. Have a great Christmas, and I'll see you just after Christmas for the next installment. 10 seconds. Fast as you can every sprint.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go. We'd spent some time before this workout just working on Jonah's position during the press, and you can see how deliberately and slow he's setting up each time and making sure he gets to that finishing overhead position nicely. Just something I noticed with my children, Jonah, is just when he lands, sometimes his knees come inside the line of his toes. So I just said, just make sure you keep your knees inside, in line with your toes as you land. You can see he's trying to do that sometimes. Sometimes he's not quite accurate. And then our third movement, we've got the bear crawl. Grab one piece of Lego, and then they sprint back as fast as they can, and then the next partner will go. You notice my daughter does a little push press to start with, and then we were focusing on what she's doing. And really with my daughter, I'm focusing on getting her into a nice finishing position. Sometimes she's too wide with her hands at the top. Sometimes she doesn't quite finish in line with her ears. Nice tuck jumps. Something that I spoke to my daughter about is getting the knees really high on jumps. And sometimes you see that she does, sometimes she doesn't. You notice on some of her jumps that her knees come in, but because I've given her information elsewhere, I'm ignoring that selectively.